grab this hat here, put it on, and slide it across. Okay, let's speak. Zion Williamson, right? Is that what we're doing right now? Or at least we thought we were doing. Looks like someone is tampering the line again. Not good. Good morning. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here before we get started. Everyone else, welcome. Okay, I guess it is what it is. And they want us to just ride it out. Well, all right, let's get to it. Yeah, well, we understand this. Listen, Zion Williamson, you guys have been nosing for I don't know how long. For the past 48 hours, mainly, about his eligibility to play and go back to college and all these different things, right? Because he didn't hire an agent to represent him, he's opened himself up to this type of scrutiny. And what I mean by that is none of these people were going to write anything positive about Zion at all. They were going to insinuate he did not want to go to the Pelicans. Look at his attitude when he really put on a fake smile. They were selling you on things that were negative about Zion Williamson for a reason. Now you might want to ask yourself what are those reasons were. There never was an option. And I want you to hear this clearly. There was zero option of him leaving the NBA draft to go back to play college one more season at Duke. It was the dumbest statement probably ever made. But they saying, but it's possible. He didn't hire an agent. It's possible for a gay guy to go straight. But the chances of that happening is about 1,000,000,000 to 1. I mean, the possibilities are there. They can do it. But it is what it is. Okay, I don't want the Glad people or the Skittles crew to come after me. So let's change the analogy. Okay, a person that's allergic to peanuts is not finna start eating Snickers bar. It's possible he can eat a Snickers bar and survive, but I doubt it. He takes that chance. Now, how you doing, Mr. Roach? Now let's get to the gist of what the problems truly is right now. The problem is he didn't choose Clutch Sports yet. And because he didn't choose LeBron James Clutch Sports, they're sending their Bryant Warthog to go on ESPN and spew this nonsense. Demand a trade from who? He hadn't even been drafted yet. This is all nuts. Zion Williamson is going to play for the New Orleans Pelicans. He will dribble a basketball and have Pelicans on his jersey. And I'm listening for 48 hours of idiots, people who are paid big money to sit in a chair every morning and sit there and debate something that is a completely stupid rationalization. Oh, well, the Pelicans don't have a big market. They don't have a good market at all. It's like, are you serious? He can't make it in a small market. What were the Golden State Warriors before Steph Curry got drafted? Before Draymond and Clay got drafted? What were they? What was their market? How many people were buying Warriors gear? If it wasn't any money in there, the NBA wouldn't fight to keep trying to have a team there. It was funny. It was fine when they had Chris Paul. When they had Chris Paul and they were in the playoffs every year. It was fine in New Orleans. Their market was great. Then you took away their superstar, Chris Paul, and they didn't get another one till they got AD. LeBron James singularly was Cleveland's whole backbone. I mean, the whole city. That's how much they suck. And LeBron was the biggest thing coming out of high school, and he was the biggest thing in the draft. I don't remember anybody else saying, Well, that guy should probably go back or just go to college for 1 year and go back till he find a better team because he don't want to go there. Stupid. Who says Zion makes it in New York? The Knicks were not even favored to get the pick. They were picked to finish fifth. They finished third. Whoop de doo. If you're the Phoenix Suns, you're the one that upset. Yeah, I mean, you can see that. He's only going to get bigger. But this guy's going to have conditioning coach. He's going to have a nutritionist. His life is changing as we know it. Now, here's another thing. Why are they talking nonsense? This is not just some player coming in the draft. This is a lottery ticket. Your number, the New Orleans Pelicans, will trade Zion Williamson, who's worth more. And I want you guys to understand this. He's worth more than Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is going to get a supermax contract, making him one of the richest NBA players in the history of the game. But Zion Williamson is worth more because he's untapped potential. We know what AD is going to do in the league. We all know it. There isn't a soul out there that don't know what Zion Williamson is going to do. Yeah, I heard everybody repeat what I said about Julius Randle. John Randle, Julius Randle, is by all means going to be moved. Can't have two guys playing in the same position on the same team. That basically play the same game. Randle is great. He's a proven player. But no one is going to buy out an entire stadium or a whole arena to see Julius Randle. Even though he's proven, Zion Williamson is worth a lot more than Julius Randle. And he's worth a lot more than AD coming into the league. The New Orleans Pelicans, their business just by drafting Zion, from merchandising to games being sold to everything in the city's revenue goes up 3,000%. Now, here's the thing. He will generate much more than he would earn for the first 2 years from the league. But here's the other thing. Zion Williamson has over $200 million in endorsement money coming through the door. So why would he go back to Duke, where they made money off him and he didn't make a dime? And see, these people on these shows are so stupid. They would even bring that up. But you know the person who brought that up that's getting all this attention? Brian Wardhog on ESPN. And the reason why Brian Wardhog keeps bringing this up on ESPN is because LeBron James and Clutch Sports want him to sign with them. So they're going to do everything they can to try to embarrass Zion Williamson. And Warthog is their little workhorse that they work through. Notice he was the only idiot to ever bring that statement up. And then made it a story so that everybody else would talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to go back so I can't collect any money for free. Just so I can be in another lottery next year. So instead of going to a big market, because I didn't want to go to New Orleans, next year I wind up in Phoenix. There's no guarantee. And what are you going to do? Go right back to college again? That's the dumbest thing anybody could ever say. Look, I understand people got a show to do. You know, I don't see him having a long career like LeBron. I don't see him milking 16 years out of the NBA. I see Zion probably playing 10, 11 years. But as far as his athletic ability and him having this, as long as he can do the things athletically that he can and the way he gives his entire body, he's going to be exciting for the next 3, 4, 5 years. The NBA will make sure of it. They've opened the door for less quality NBA players to be seen. So when you see guys who are averaging numbers like triple doubles and doing things, these guys wouldn't scratch the surface in the real league when the game was real. So they was like, LeBron in his 16 years averaging 20 something points a game. He's having better numbers than he did in his rookie year. Look at what the game is now. Remember what the game was then. They're hoping he turned out to be Julius Randle, a more explosive Julius Randle. Well, you got to understand something. There are a lot of people that don't care about how you think, how you feel, how you move, nothing. They don't care. So if you know that, then you also know that you probably shouldn't be going in that direction. Yeah, I know. Clutch still got a bunch of people they shouldn't have. Not everybody work out. Just think about Rock Nation and Geno Smith. But I'll tell you one person who made a lot of money, Geno Smith. Man, they got Bledsoe over there. Of course, his man bled. Yo, my man bled. Oh, wow. This is crazy. Right there.
Football helmet company Riddell is now under fire. An Ohio father is suing them over his 22-year-old son's death nearly 3 years ago. This week, a judge giving the suit the green light to head to trial. I hope to accomplish that no other parent has to do what I'm doing right now. Darren Hamlin claims the company's helmets are responsible for his son Cody's death after a decade of playing tackle football, beginning at the age of 8. The helmet manufacturers did not design these helmets for their children, and they can actually increase the odds of getting brain damage. Cody died after he suffered a seizure while fishing, causing him to fall off the boat and drown. His father says an autopsy confirmed the seizure was caused by CTE, that degenerative brain disease found in some athletes. In the lawsuit, Hamlin says the helmets are unsafe for their intended purpose and unable to protect against foreseeable.
Now, how you gonna do that? A kid have a seizure. He wasn't on the football field. He was out fishing. So Ben Simmons, because he was such a bust coming into the league, people don't want to believe or trust any other player coming like that early in there. But Ben Simmons had the same things about him being said when he was coming into the league. He's the same player. He just never evolved. And because he never evolved, we're stuck in the situation of dealing with Ben Simmons. Now, Zion Williamson is a whole different bag. He's gonna get $100+ million in a shoe deal before he even steps on the court. He might even have his own brand of shoe. You understand what I'm saying? He might have his own brand of shoe coming into the league, right through the door. LeBron James supposed to be this biggest thing in sports history. I can't tell you anybody who owns a pair of damn LeBrons. I'm serious. I don't know anybody that owns a pair of LeBrons. And that ain't me hating. I'm just saying I've never seen anybody who was like, I'm gonna pay $100 for them, $200 for those. The dude is such a gimmick. Let me tell you what he did. The dude went and took the Martin TV show and made some special edition LeBrons after Martin Lawrence. He gonna send a pair to Martin so Martin can make an Instagram showing it made it off the Martin TV show with all the sayings Martin used to say. You go, boy. All the say gimmick. The man's a gimmick. Anything he could do. Can you imagine Michael Jordan doing that? We're gonna make some special Michael Jordans. We're gonna make some Michael Jordans to celebrate the Cosby Show. Yeah, these the Jordan Cosby Show Jordan. It's ridiculous. Michael Jordan don't have to do that because he's Michael Jordan. The shoe gonna sell itself. He made Space Jams. You know why he made Space Jams? Because he was in the damn movie. It's about him. LeBron James, you got nothing to do with the TV show Martin. You got as much to do with it as I do. He can go back. Brian Wardhog, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop it right on Instagram too, because I want everybody to know. She's really feeling herself. All right, we got it here. Instagram video live. All right, so we gonna do it live here. I've had this phone for 4 years, going on 5. Oh yeah, don't forget, hit up the Cash App. Carcino on the Cash App. Support the movement. I ain't even record that. But has anybody had problems donating to the Streamlab? If they do, let me know. Like, it's some people saying they had trouble doing. If it's doing that, hit the help button. I'm quite sure they do, but I could go in there and straighten them out. Mm-mm. You don't have an iPhone? All right, I hear you. Yeah, I'm going with the hard look. People listen to me more with a hoodie. Yeah, I got a hoodie on now. You can take me serious. They be, oh, homie, serious. Dude got a hood. See how he rocking that hood? Yeah, he for real. So basically, the whole story is this. Don't listen to Bryant Wardhog from ESPN. Listen to people like myself or Steven Jackson or anybody else who's been in the league with common sense. Zion Williamson will never go back to college. The man has potential over $200 million in endorsement walking through the door without even dribbling a basketball. He's going to give all that up so that he can go back and play another year in college and make no money when everybody else making money off him again. No thank you. And anybody else suggesting that he do so is a complete idiot because he don't like the market of New Orleans. Says who? Now, he go back in there and gets in another lottery pick. So what? He could wind up in Phoenix? See? Stop listening to idiots. Go support my channel. Carcino for life. I'm out. See? And that's basically the whole video. And you guys were a part of it. Don't listen to Brian Wardhog from ESPN. See how the hoodie made it pop? They gonna see the hoodie and they gonna be like, dude, hoodie dude know what he talking about. Hoodie dude know what he talking about. I trust homie because he wearing a hood. He rocking a hood, son. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. That hoodie is fire. Hoodie Cino. Absolutely. I wasn't harder when Bow Wow with the hoodie on and Vlad. Okay. I could beat Bow Wow up, so I win. I wish this guy does. Brian Warthog has an Instagram account. I don't know his last name. I call him Warthog so much, I don't know. Oh, this one. Tarver knocked out Roy Jones. 15 years ago. And that set Roy Jones. It was the top of the boxing world. Tarver even knocked out the cameraman. Yeah, it's nuts. Dennis Rodman, man, that was crazy. Rodman had it all. Rodman had it all at that time. He was blowing up in '96 doing that. I see Rodman drunk all over Florida. I know. Tell me about it. Dennis Rodman is going to forever be broke. It's what he knows. Well, a lot of people are going to feel a lot differently about the situation than probably how you think about the situation. Hmm. When you don't see things like progress, you start seeing things regress and things go back in the nature of things you don't like. I mean, people used to rock aces back in the day. I mean, did Dominique Brazil ever have a chance?